think about the Round of the World in 20 Wines event is the way it offers complete pull-through. And first of all, the first part of it is that there's a magazine goes out full of profiles of all of the big companies taking part, with double-page spreads on all of their brands. It tells the story of the brand. It can be anything that people think will give the brand, make the brand come alive for people. So it could be the history, it could be the story of the winemaker, it could be the wines, it could be the place it's from. Then this is designed to kind of pique the interest of the reader. This is then followed by the actual tasting, which you see setting up behind me at the moment, where all these brands come along and they have the stands and they show the wines to the consumer. They can get to try them. Having read about them, having tried the wines, they then get a chance to buy them on the night at a discount. So it follows right the way through the retail chain, from interest through experience through purchase.
Had a table at the tasting, at the Square Meal tasting last year, and there were lots of people working the city who came to the tasting, and it's difficult to target the city very, very tightly. Lots and lots of tastings are carried on or organised in the West End of London. There are some at Olympia, but very few at in the city. So that's one of the great appeals to Krug for the Square Meal tastings, that we can target people who are very definitely our target market.
What do you got on show?
Just sherry. And everybody comes along and they say, I don't want to drink sherry, I don't drink sherry, I hate sherry, it's my grandma's drink. And then, because they paid to come in, we make them stay and try it, because obviously they might learn something. And people are going away with a different attitude. So it's well worthwhile.
Have you been to this show before?
Yes, every year.
Really?
Yeah,
so
really
it's
good.
Obviously good for you.
Yeah, because the type of people you get, A, they're paying to come in, so they're interested, they want to learn. B, they're kind of a bit more grown up, a bit more sophisticated, so they've got a bit of a developed palate, so they're willing to try something new. And some of this is difficult, it's not an easy drink, but they're willing to try it. And the reason we come back every year is because it's exactly the right crowd for us.
Brilliant. And what about the venue? It's a great venue.
It's good, actually. It's good. It's much better than Lloyd's was actually good because it was a nice building, but this is nice because it's a wine place, isn't it? So I think people like coming here. It's a good venue.
The main attraction for the exhibitors, I would imagine, is that they get direct contact with probably some of the most food and drink literate people in the country. These are people who spend a lot of money, a lot of time eating out, drinking out, buying to invest, all this kind of stuff. They're very hard people to access because they're very time poor, and this event is probably the one time of the year when so many of them gather in one place.
It's very good for us. I think it's the right exposure in terms of PR, and sales were quite good, but more importantly reaching a good audience who eat out in the top restaurants in London. And we're trying to launch Lebanon's top winery, so it's an important audience.
We have had some good conversations already this evening. We had some good quality.
Yeah, I think that certainly some very knowledgeable and experimental consumers, which is very important.
It must be a good time of year for you as well.
It's very important because Christmas is when the wine trade actually makes some money. So the build-up to Christmas is very important, and people are in a party mode, and this is a great combination of people enjoying the experience of wine tasting, but also having a bit of fun as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. And this year, for the first time, we've got actual food exhibitors. I mean, we've had food at the event in the past from the caterers at the site, but this year we've actually got 4 or 5 food stands there, so it's a great opportunity for people to try champagne with smoked salmon or cheese with white burgundy. They can just go along, have a nibble, kind of move from one stall to the other. So it's a very relaxed feel to the whole event. It's not your classic city wine tasting. It's a lot less stuffy than that. I think we wanted the seriousness to be in the bottle, but the actual event itself to be quite relaxed and fun.
As a company, I'm not entirely sure, but it seems pretty amazing. Fantastic. Really, really good. A nice crowd. Fairly upmarket, I'd say. But people who know their stuff, know what they want to try. And we've got things like a sparkling Shiraz, and people are willing to try that, which is sort of different. So adventurous people, which is fun.
But it seems to be a lot more fun and less starchy than most wine tastings I've been to.
I think it's a combination between the kind of the brands you've got in the room and the food seems to help as well. It's like a giant drinks party.
Let's talk about this show for a second. Have you been here before?
Oh yeah. This is at least the third or fourth time that we've been here.
Why have you come back?
Just because of the customers who come here, you know, they're enthusiastic, they're knowledgeable, or they're at least you know, want to learn more, and they seem to enjoy it. They enjoy the experience, and this is one of the few ways that we have of being able to reach out to effectively what is our consumer.